All good. Okay, so today we're doing a drill on the thermal imaging camera. We'll be conducting a SIMS check. By the end of the drill, everyone should be able to conduct a SIMS check on the thermal imaging camera and look up the recommended practices in case they have any troubles with it. I've got the thermal imaging camera recommended practices here and also the SIMS checklist. If anyone wants to go through it, yes?
What's the mop for?
The mop's just to hold down the sheets in case they blow away. So yeah, everyone should be able to use the TIC correctly as well after the end of the drill and be confident in the use of it. So is there any questions? No questions? Okay, so what we'll be doing today is I'll run through how to do a SIMS. I'll run through how to do the SIMS checklist on the thermal imaging camera, and then I'll make sure you guys know how to do it. Give you a quick look at the TIC, and we'll go from there. All right, we'll start. So this is the thermal imaging camera box. First order of the day is to check the inventory. So we've got the plastic case here, we've got the thermal imaging camera here, 2 rechargeable lithium-ion batteries, the adapter for the disposable batteries, the lithium-ion disposable batteries. You've got the lanyard to strap the TIC on to your K-bar. You've got the shoulder strap, the shade cloth, the wrist strap, video cable, and here we've got the instruction booklet, and also the display cases, disposable display covers, so the screen doesn't get cracked, scratched or anything like that. Okay, so after we've checked the kit, we're going to inspect the actual thermal imaging camera for any cracks, damages, warps, or anything like that. So we just run our hands over it, have a good look, make sure it's all fine, which it looks all fine there. Then the next thing we do is we get a microfiber cloth, clean the lens, clean it free from all dirt, grime, anything like that. Make sure that the screen is also clear. Seems to be pretty clear to me. Yeah, if the thermal imaging camera was dirty, what we do is we use a warm soapy water with cloth, and we just wipe over the thermal imaging camera with that. But it's pretty good for now. It's not too dirty, so we'll just run with that. Okay. Now we'll check the thermal imaging camera. So we'll get the battery out, put the battery in. Only goes in one way. Strap it back up, put it in. Okay, so we turn on the TIC. Thermal imaging camera is otherwise known as a TIC as well, just for short. Push it on with one push of the button. Comes up. It should be green here. This is where your batteries are. If it comes up green, it's fully charged. Yellow, medium charge. Red, needs charging, running low. So I'll have a look through here. It's pretty hard to see in the with all the light around. But what you want to do is you don't want to shine it at the sun, because that will ruin the TIC. You don't want to shine it even when it's off at the sun. What you want to do to check that it's working is just point it at say a couple of people. You can see the outline of them, see the different heat sources radiating out from there. And if we can see there, we've got the little green dot in the middle. That will show how hot the temperature of what we're shining on actually is. So I'll give you guys a chance to have a look and make sure it is working correctly.
Yeah. Very good, yes. Very cold-hearted.
Kind-hearted, probably more temperature.
See the halo effect?
Yeah, the halo effect, yep. The white and black.
Yeah.
That's very good, Andrew.
Walk me this dark little enclave there and show us.
So.
Let's show me this dark enclave.
Okay. You can also run through a few drill scenarios just while you got it out. It's a good idea to leave it out for 10 minutes as well, just to make sure it's all working correctly. I've already done that this morning, so I won't stand here for 10 minutes and let it go. We'll just move on with it. Okay. Now, to turn the TIC off, what we need to do is you hold the green button down for 4 seconds. The button here will flash 4 times, and then it'll switch off.
Can you just take the battery out?
Yes, you can also take the battery out. That's a good point.
It's not the
You
correct
turn it off and
procedure,
you
though,
take
is
the
it?
battery out. No, it's not the correct procedure. Once you turn it off as well, you'll also take the battery out. But I've got the charger inside, so I'll show you how to charge the battery in a second. Before we go on there though, just run through a few problems you might have when turning the TIC on. So if the TIC doesn't work properly when you start it, one of the problems could be that you've held onto the button too long rather than just press it. Then it automatically goes into standby mode, so you'll just have a black screen. To remedy that, you just press it one more time, the grey button one more time, and then we'll give you the picture. That's right. Alternatively, if that still doesn't work, you can just turn the TIC off, hold the button in for 4 seconds, and turn it on again. That should remedy the problem. And when you turn the TIC on, it does an automatic program check just to make sure everything's in working order. And that takes about 5 seconds before the screen comes up. And if the screen comes up, if all the lights start flashing, that means there's a technical fault, and you will need to ring Chilora, the equipment logistics part in Chilora, and get that problem sorted.
Would you ring them if you have battery problems too?
Yes, we would ring them if we had battery problems also. Alright,
Sorry, excuse me. Do you know the temperatures and the appropriate running time of the battery?
yes, that is a good point there, Stephen. When we're using the TIC, we usually have about an hour if we're just using it in temperatures like this. But when we're going into a fire or something like that, or hotter surrounds, the longer we use it, the hotter it is, the less working time we have to use it. So, in, say, the surrounds were 120 degrees, we'd have approximately 20 working minutes. And so, if it's 260 degrees, it might be 8 minutes. It carries on like that. I suppose we also do have to emphasise that the TIC is just a support tool. If the temperature becomes too extreme, the TIC might not work, so we need to make sure we've got alternate routes out of the fire and not solely rely on it, and make sure we're aware of our surrounds. Okay,